Live from beautiful Oriole Park, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Our starting pitcher in this one, Trevor Rogers. What should we keep an eye on here?
He's a dominant pitcher, but he can get a little too relaxed second and third time through the order and miss his spots. That's where we see him get touched up. If he maintains the same intensity that he has in the first inning and the second inning, I think we'll see him hand the ball over to his closer.
Liner snagged at first. One pitch and one out. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Willie Adames stands in. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Just underway from Baltimore. Swing and a miss. That is strike two. Got him swinging.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. Three-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Up the middle. Brings it in for the third out. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Logan Webb. How about a scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Taylor Ward, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. On the corner for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. He muscles that one out of here. The Orioles strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it. Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Everything came together for him, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Pete Alonso. And the 1-0. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Really nice swipe at second right there. He knew he had to get a really good jump on the pitcher because that catcher can make up some time, man. Such a good catch and throw guy behind the dish. Nice job right there, but he just beat it.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Stays alive. No outs. Runner on second. Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Probably ruled a pass ball as the runner moves up to third.
That pitch was pretty far outside, further than he was set up, so kind of a tough one to handle, but still something he knows he should have had since it bounced off his glove and got away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. Right through there for a strike.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Chapman to second. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Up the middle. Arise. Whips it to first. And O'Neill is retired. That ends the inning. So they get 2 runs on 2 hits. One of them left the yard. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. It's the Orioles 2 and the Giants nothing. Back here in Baltimore, here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Matt Chapman. Up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Nope, that's high.
Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One, 2 now. And they'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2 again. That one ripped right center field. O'Neill on his horse. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
One down, runner at third. And now Bader up to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Man, you're playing with fire starting him off with the fastball in the zone, but it didn't end up hurting him.
Swing and a foul straight back. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 down.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Two outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. Got him. That ends the frame. One hit in the inning, a triple, but they leave him stranded. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Orioles 2 and the Giants nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. In the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. One up, one down.
Batting 7th, designated hitter, Ryan.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Out to short. Adames tosses to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Blaze Alexander.
And now Blaze Alexander. Right through there for a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 down, nobody on. Hard liner, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one. Man at second. That one finds the zone, and 1-1. In the air, right field. Lee should have this one. Reaching for it and brings it in. One left for the Orioles, but they hold the 2-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's the Giants DH, Bryce Eldridge. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Mayo takes it in for the out. One away. In the air to left center. Cowser gets under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Giants, second baseman Luis Arias.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Luis Arias will hit next. He's 0 for 1.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing could put you right back in this ball game. Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Swings over the top of that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. So the Giants leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Taylor Ward. On the ground, Adames. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Here comes the 0-1. That's to third. Arias has it for 1. To first, double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. One error in the inning, but nothing more. 3 innings complete. It's the Orioles 2 and the Giants nothing.
Leading off for the Giants, first baseman Rafael Devers.
High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And that's a double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out, runner at second. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit, and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. So man in a scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. Man at second. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground, out to short. Toss to Alonso, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 left for San Francisco. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Adley Rutschman. He hit into a double play his first time up. Swing and a ground ball to first. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Slides for the stop, fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Two down, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Colton Cowser. There's a strike at the knees. Yo one. Hard hit right side. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Orioles 2 and the Giants nothing.
Leading off for the Giants, left fielder, Elliot Ramos.
Well, these Giants, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Stays alive. Oh, 0-2 now. Got him looking for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Out number 2.
Up next for the Giants.
Now it's going to be Patrick Bailey. Flied to center his first time. This one chopped up the middle. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Oh.
Bailey, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 now. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're dialed into the show. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Lifted in the air right center field. And it falls. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Up next for the Orioles, second baseman, Blaze Alexander.
There's a strike.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
0-1. On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
Oh-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They put the tag on him and no throw. He's into first easily.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Next to hit, Kobe Mayo. Flied to right his first time.
Ball, outside.
The 1-0.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
And that one is lifted in the air. Lee under this one. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, left fielder, Taylor Ward.
Ball.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
That's ripped into the outfield. Tracks it down for the out. And that ends the inning. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. We're through 5. It's the Orioles 2 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Willie Adames, the next to hit.
Shortstop, Willie Adames.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Got him swinging. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all of the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Ball.
The lefty, the 1-0. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. The Giants trailing by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Good job to fight that one off. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
I'll tell you, with pitch counts being such a big consideration in today's game, an amazing fight at the plate like this ends up being incredibly valuable. Running that pitch count up, no matter what the result ends up being, he's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That's the ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Devers wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Here's Matt Chapman.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
2 down, nobody on. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll touch them all. And they're on the board. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run, over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And now the 0-1. Fought off foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. O'Neill going back on it, and it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
So here's Bader now. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about. But some.
And he can't come up with it. Still manages a throw. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the missed play costs him.
Now, Boog, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in Baltimore, stepping in, the slugging shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Liner caught it second.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Splits the plate. That's strike 1. And he grounds one back up the middle. Throw sails over his head at first. And it's going to wind up out of play.
Well, he just tried to force a play that wasn't there. Ends up a single and a throwing error. So now they have to deal with a runner in scoring position. You know, good communication on the field can make a big difference on a play like that.
Digging in, Adley Rutschman. That one's in there, 0-1. Man at second. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder,
Right through there for a strike. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Ryan Barucki, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Wynn getting loose as well. And that's in there at the knees.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. Alonso is waved home, and they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Logan Webb won't go any further. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. Caleb Killian gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Whoa, whoa.
Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. O'Neill flies around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Number 48 on to pitch here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Hit on the ground to short. Henderson over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
The Orioles leading by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Got him. Now 2 out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Arise in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 2.
And that's a little bit high. And it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next pitch in for a strike. And now 3-1. That one at the knees for a strike. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3rd out. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Score holds. It's 3-1. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Orioles DH, Ryan Mountcastle. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Second baseman, Blaze Alexander.
With all of those hard hits, this team is going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
That clips the corner. ball. The 1-2. Hit softly on the ground left side. In time to Devers, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Orioles, third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Now the third baseman, Kobe Mayo. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Liner to second, it picked on the hop. What a play, inning over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, and the score stays 3-1. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Tyler Wells.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Top of the zone for a called strike. On the ground, right side. Alonso steps on the bag. First out in the top of the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Kowser under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Giants, third baseman.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Right through there for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That's the strikeout for Chappie. Giants down in order, and they still trail it here 3-1. Back here in Baltimore, here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Taylor Ward.
That's the ball.
And that one almost got him. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Payoff pitch. Hard hit left side. Adames the throw to first. What a pick to save the play and get the first out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. The 0-1.
That's the ball.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Flips it. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, the O's lead this thing 3-1. Last chance coming up for the Giants. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Helsley.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here. Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Henderson over to first in time. Now one gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Giants, center fielder Harrison Bader.
Swing and a foul out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag, and the Giants down to their final out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
One out left for the Giants. Here's Elliot Ramos. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Helsley, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015.
Well, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That's the way.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The Giants down to their final strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Here's the 2-2. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
The Giants
with the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. High fly ball right field. O'Neill moving under this one. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.